What's up, dummies? Today we got a brand new scary compilation. Look at this. There's like a little girl walking outside in the pitch black and it says, don't watch this video alone. This is gonna be the compilation of the scariest videos on the internet. Try not to get scared. Let's go. I'm about to get so scared. Okay, let's go.
A mother named Aaliyah is recording her daughter who just had a night terror.
Oh God. Okay, so this girl's having like a nightmare. This little girl's having a nightmare. When I was a kid, I used to have these, bro. I would like wake up in the middle of the night and start screaming, crying, but I couldn't control myself. It would be like, ah! But like I was awake, but I was asleep. So creepy. Night terrors are creepy, bro. Let's see what happens.
Aaliyah's daughter has been suffering from night terrors for the past few weeks now, which according to her child's doctor, is a common phase that most children her age experience. But one night, Aaliyah wakes up to find her daughter on her bed, crying intensely than ever before. It seems that she just had the most severe night terror ever. Her night terror was so intense that she ran straight into her mother's room. So, Aaliyah immediately records this video to show her child's doctor. But while recording, this happens.
Don't tell me they catch a ghost. Is there gonna be a ghost? What the fuck?
Scared.
Why is she just looking?
Scared, baby.
What is she looking at?
Come on here, big girl.
I was taking her back to her room so she can feel comfortable sleeping in there again.
Come on, big girl.
Don't tell me there's...
It's okay.
I was trying to explain it to her so
There's
she
the vent
wouldn't be
right there,
scared.
baby. See? The vent pushes the door. You're fine, okay?
Bro, that mom is an OG. That mom is savage. That mom at 3 a.m. noticed that the door just moved after her daughter was having a crazy night terror. And to make her daughter feel better, she was like, oh, the vent, the AC unit pushed it. No, it didn't. That was a go. Now, this clip didn't seem that scary at first, but watch what happens. This is so creepy. Okay, what's going on? They made it back to her room. She's staring at the window. The girl's staring at the window.
You're scaring me, honey. I don't see anything.
What is she looking at? Why is she looking at the window?
Just as Aaliyah sees her daughter staring at the shutters, she points the camera that way and captures this. The blinds suddenly closing on their own.
No!
But it's not just a few that close up, but rather all 4 shutters at the same time.
How do they all close at the same time? This girl's a demon. This little girl's a demon. She was having a night terror. Then she gets up and she's like, I'm scared, mommy. And then she's looking at the door and then the door magically shuts. That's the first weird thing. But then when they go to her room, the little girl's hiding behind the wall looking at the windows. And then all the windows shut. No, this girl has to be exterminated.
Which is made creepier when listening to the audio closely. It sounds as if someone or something had forcefully shut them. Naturally, they make a run for it and spend the rest of the night inside mom's room. Now the next day, Aaliyah makes a video talking about these shutters. She shows how hard it is for all 4 to close at once unless someone had moved each rod on each window at the same time.
Right.
You have to be physically standing by the blinds in order to close them like this. And also, all 4 of them closed at the exact same time.
That ghost has 4 arms. Or maybe if he didn't have 4 arms, he was using his 2 feet. Oh my God. What the hell's wrong with that ghost?
Electronic, it's not battery powered, it's...
Bro.
That's not creepy.
Bro. What the? Can you leave the house? Can you move? Sell the house!
I'm doing my best not to freak out. So, to close these...
Eerily, the door behind Aaliyah starts to move on its own. It happens right as she explains how the shutters work, which is made creepier considering what just happened last night.
Move
But
out!
that's not even the weirdest part. because later she points out something that makes last night's incident with the moving door even harder to explain.
So the AC was not on when the door closed. It's very loud. And you can hear it.
So she's turning on the air vent to prove that it wasn't actually the air vent that opened the door earlier.
The vent.
Can y'all just move out? Oh, you got a little girl in this house, bro. Maybe it's the little girl's fault.
The air was not.
I mean, the little girl is pretty much like a demon, bro.
Now, even with the AC on, the door doesn't close. She was initially wrong for thinking the door had closed because of it.
There's the vent right there, baby. See? The vent.
It was never on to begin with, which she demonstrates by comparing the difference in sound from both clips.
It's okay.
So then, if it wasn't the AC, then what had moved the door? Like the shutters, this one doesn't make any sense.
Just
Although
doesn't make
creeped
any
out by
sense.
all of this, Aaliyah feels oddly relieved knowing that her child's night terrors might not be from nothing, but caused by something else. Currently, she plans to keep her daughter away from this room until she figures out what to do next. But until
about you
further
sell your
updates are
house?
given, this video will continue to remain a mystery.
Sell your
As
house,
always,
bruh.
let me know your thoughts on this one.
That was honestly pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. This one might be scarier. Let's go. Number 5.
Now, this next video was recorded by an overnight security guard who works at a cemetery. One night, while doing his
Bro,
rounds,
why do you even take that job? Security guard at a cemetery? You're just asking to be creeped on.
he records a video for his brother-in-law, whom he wanted to show the crematorium that's on this property. Apparently, it gets pretty creepy once it's dark, and he
Wait,
wanted to show him why he doesn't like patrolling this area. Now, for those who don't know, a crematorium is a place where the deceased are cremated and essentially reduced to ashes. These
Yeah.
remains are then put inside urns, which the families then keep. But knowing what goes on back
That's
here
weird.
only makes what was captured that much more unsettling. As the guard records this video, he captures this.
They turn off automatically at a certain hour.
Yeah, so this is already creepy because dead people literally go in there and they get burnt up. That is so creepy. That's literally creepy. Like, especially because it's nighttime. Like, this is like 3 a.m. at a cemetery. That's creepy, bro. Why are you even there, bro? I'm not working. I would probably, if I had this job, I would probably be like, oh yeah, I'm showing up. And then like, I would lie. I'd be like, yeah, I'm here. No worries. And I would never show up and just be like, yeah, I'm here.
I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna walk you through
What's going to
I have
happen?
a friend that works that he would see and hear things coming from these furnaces when they're burning the bodies. So when I'm walking through here,
Something's going to happen, bro.
they usually put the urns out to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
What the hell? Hell no. There's a rat in there. Somebody put a... What? Somebody's hand was in there! Yo. I'm quitting that job. I'm quitting the job. I'm quitting the job. Send the video to your boss. Send the...
As if the crematorium wasn't already creepy enough, this occurrence made it worse.
Send it to your
something odd
boss.
happens when he passes by the furnaces and it's heard on camera. A loud tapping sound is picked up by the mic, but strangely, it happens only when he passes by the furnaces.
Now I have a friend that works.
Now, even if the chamber was somehow messing with the phone's mic, it doesn't explain what happens next. Because
Yeah.
out of nowhere, an urn from across the room starts to vibrate. Only
What?
this one begins to move, and not a single other urn does the same.
Yeah, see, that's the creepy part. If every single one of the lids was like moving, you'd be like, oh, damn, there's an earthquake. something like that, you know what I mean? Or like somebody across the street's playing like boom, boom. Like I know y'all hear that at night. People drive by loud ass music. That would explain it. But why is this the only one moving? Something is creepy. This guy must have passed away and he still had a ton of energy left or something, because what the hell?
Now that's creepy. But it doesn't stop there, because moments later, this happens. The urn's lid begins to creep open by itself. Seeing this, he bolts out in a panic frenzy before stopping to catch his breath and seeing this. It's as if someone had walked out from inside. Having no explanation for this or this, he clocks out immediately and tells his boss what just happened. Now, while there haven't been any updates, it's safe to say the security guard will be keeping his distance from this place.
Wait,
For now, not much else is known about that night or how the urn had seemingly came alive. But one thing's for sure though, if that specific urn actually had remains inside, then what just happened becomes a whole lot creepier.
Yeah. All right, here's the next clip. That was actually creepy. These are getting creepier and creepier, bro. Fudge, let's go.
The following video comes from a mother named Misty Huron, who recently posted something that she normally doesn't post. Unlike all her videos, this one has left many of her followers deeply concerned and completely spooked.
Not a baby.
It's a short clip she recorded from her baby monitor, which shows her daughter sleeping inside her crib. But what's strange about this is that even though she was fast asleep, the camera was picking up movement. Clearly, her daughter wasn't moving as much, so there had to be something else in there that was. According to Misty, the only explanation that would have made sense was if her older daughter was still sleeping in this room. However, she isn't.
So we moved my daughter out of this room. Now she's across the hall. But we got all the furniture in, the TV hung. That is like a...
She recently moved into another room inside this house. So, if it's not her other daughter, then who or what is moving?
Let's see the clip.
Misty continues to watch to see if anything appears, but nothing does. But after looking closely, she sees it. This is what she saw.
Oh man, don't tell me it's a ghost messing with the baby. Leave the babies alone. Okay, something up there. Oh hell no. Oh no. Oh no. What? What is that?
Eerily,
Why?
it appears that someone or something is on the bunk bed. However, no one was sleeping on this bunk bed, let alone staying in this room. Her older daughter used to sleep here, but now she has her own space, which begs the question, just who exactly was on this?
Wow.
Misty has yet to figure this out, which is why she's been posting videos about this in the hopes that someone can. Needless to say, it's pretty freaky.
Are you serious? This baby was sleeping and then something or someone was like looking at the baby on the bunk bed. Oh
But one night,
God.
while touring this exact room where the figure was seen, something completely unexpected happens.
Oh,
Watch.
something else happened.
Okay, a lot of y'all were asking about the room situation, so I'm going to run that
It's a nice
through real
house.
quick. We moved my daughter from this room into this room. She got new furniture. That's why the bunk bed is still in there. This is the attic that's in between the rooms that I was talking about that's
Ooh,
cracked.
that could be
It's been that
creepy.
way for a while, so it's not something that I'm overly concerned about, but y'all have got me freaking out in the comments. I cannot even breathe walking in this room, so I am truly terrified, but I'm gonna walk y'all in here real quick. This is the bunk bed. This is where I took her out of her crib, ran up the bunk bed. There was nothing up there when I came. We have her rocking chair, her changing station, her closet with all of the stuff that we still need to put up. This is where I have everything that was gifted. I know a lot of y'all were saying check stuff that came from a thrift store or that wasn't yours because it might be causing it. I will show you guys up here.
Oh, I'm nervous.
There's nothing suspicious. There's no hair from like a rat or something that could have came in. This is marker. These are still tucked in on the sides, like they're still tight from, you know, if somebody was trying to be underneath the blankets. I don't think that's plausible. So I don't know. I have no idea what could be causing it. Oh my God, it's rocking.
All of a sudden, a rocking chair that's placed in the corner of this room begins to rock on its own. But oddly enough, no one else was around to have moved it. Considering what was seen on camera just a few nights ago, Misty can't help but think that her room is haunted. Understandably, since then, she hasn't been inside and won't go in until her husband comes back from his business trip. But until he does, It seems that Misty won't know for sure as to who or what was caught on camera.
Bro, these just keep getting creepier and creepier, bro. Oh my God. All right, lock in. Number 3 right here. This is just gonna get scary.
Now this next video comes from Arizona, where there's a road where many accidents have taken place. The road in question is known as Lower Buckeye, and just last year, someone had caught something strange on their dash cam while passing through here. On April 30th of 2024, Tasha Moran was driving down the stretch of highway, unaware that she was about to witness something quite disturbing. She was driving down the supposedly haunted highway when suddenly her dashcam captures this.
While passing through Avondale, Arizona, I saw this on the road. 5x speed. These are always creepy, these nighttime roads. This is where the river used to be. Man, I don't got enough time to read that. What the hell is that? What the hell was that? Wait,
There's
that
something
was
on the side of the road that the camera picks up. It
What type
happens
of-
quickly, but if you slow the footage, you'll notice what looks like something hunched over. It's a bit hard to tell, but many of those who've seen this clip believe that whatever this was is evidence of something supernatural.
Dude, it looks like something like a person like Rah! Dude, but it doesn't look like a real person, because what person would be doing that? Homeless guy?
Especially after seeing the figure seemingly appear out of nowhere in front of the first car ahead.
Yeah, see
Given
that.
the countless stories of those who've seen things here at night, Tasha agrees that whatever this was had to be something unexplainable.
Because, I mean, look, it literally did appear out of nowhere. Let me replay this.
Especially after seeing the figure
It's not
seemingly
there,
appear out of nowhere
and it's
in front
there.
of the first
It's
car
not
ahead.
there, and it's there.
Given the countless stories
Nah,
of
bro.
Evil, while it isn't certain if that's the case, one thing seems pretty
What
clear,
is that?
and it's that whoever or whatever this was had definitely scared the living daylights out of someone who
Bro,
spotted
what?
them. So
That's
then,
crazy.
just who or what was seen late at night
So
in the middle
while
of
you're
nowhere?
driving late at night, things can just appear? Creepy ghosts can just appear out of nowhere on the road? You gotta be careful while you're driving. All right, number 2.
Now the following video takes place at a house where construction has been going
Okay,
on for
I ain't gonna lie. This house
Now the
already
follow-
looks creepy. I don't know what. It kind of looks like Franklin's house from GTA 5.
Video
But
takes
look, that's creepy. I don't know what it is about that room, but I feel like the ghost is gonna happen in that room because there's something creepy about the room. Do y'all agree with me or not? Am I tripping? There's something
The
weird
house.
about that window and couches.
where
Let's see what
construction
happens.
has been going on for quite some time. The person who took this is a carpenter who was recently hired to work on this property.
Okay.
But unbeknownst to him, this house would be the reason why he doesn't work here alone anymore. One
Ooh.
day, while working by himself, strange noises start to emanate from inside the house.
But,
Probably came from the living room.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, what the hell? This is what I'm talking about. You guys heard that?
Sounded like somebody was walking. He's not even moving, so it can't be him.
Whoa. I don't want to go up there. I do not.
I can tell he's
According
being
to the
serious.
carpenter-
Like, normally you can tell when somebody's making a fake video. He's being for real, bro. Like, you can tell on his face. He's like if somebody was faking it, they'd be like, oh my God, there's a ghost. Dude, he's being serious, bro. That is creepy. And it's creepier because it's happening during the day. Ghosts never come out during the day. If they're coming out during the day, they are evil.
No one else was home. Both the property owner and the construction crew who are usually seen here are away for the weekend, which of course doesn't help to make things any less creepy. If no one is here, then what were those noises?
Look,
While it's
yeah.
possible that a stranger had sneaked in without him noticing, this
Wow.
next part is what makes this whole video pretty creepy, as
my
it seems
gosh.
to hint that maybe it's not a stranger. Now, after hearing what sounded like footsteps, the carpenter proceeds to show the basement.
Oh.
This is where he claims to have had another creepy experience from days before. But while showing
Of
it,
course.
this happens.
That's so creepy, bro. Of course, it's the basement.
I seen like an elbow leave this room, but there's nobody else that lives here.
What did he say? I have no idea.
This is my client's house. Oh, I swear. Oh my God. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. This is shaking. There's nobody else in the house with me. I swear. This is where I heard those footsteps at. Oh, what the? Oh, it's coming from here. Oh, there's a little. Oh my goodness.
That's a killer doll. That's a killer doll.
That right there. That right there is always... I'm sorry, I can't even talk right. Doing this job out here, look at... See the job? I'm doing this right here.
Wait, I didn't see it. Why is that thing spit? Why is that light moving?
Things.
He didn't even notice that that light was moving too.
Thing's still shaking, dude. I can't even look at it. Oh, maybe some of these objects are haunted. What the Yo, this is moving and this is moving. Why isn't this one moving? I'm used to this already. You know what I mean? Like, if don't follow me home.
He's
telling the ghost,
where the supposed
do not
break-in
follow me
turns into
home.
something else entirely. Not one, but several lights begin to swing on their own.
And the weird part about it is only one of those lights was moving. See, like most people would say, oh, it's just like
several lights.
He must have shut the door loud or something. But how is this light moving but this one isn't? It just doesn't make sense. Both of them would be moving.
Swing on their own. And to make things even creepier, just as the first light continues to sway, a sudden noise erupts from the display cabinet behind the carpenter.
Yeah, and it was the freaking doll.
Oh, it's coming from here.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh my
The porcelain
gosh.
doll only makes the encounter that much more unsettling. But overall, this whole experience has left him beyond spooked. He continues to work here given that he was contracted, but currently, and perhaps to his relief, nothing has happened since then.
Wow.
Yet still, the question remains, just what exactly took place inside this house? As with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own
What do
conclusions.
y'all think was going on? Do you think it was the doll or do you think it was like an earthquake or something? I don't
If
know.
you
All
caught
right.
something creepy, you can send them over. Let's get back to the video.
Boom, right here. All right, number one. Oh, this is gonna be so. All right, I'm locked in. I'm a grown
As is
man.
often the case with paranormal videos,
Oh,
it's
no.
usually clips involving children that tend to be the creepiest.
Exactly,
That
bro.
said, even though this next clip is pretty short, its inclusion of a child and something supernatural makes it worth watching. On September 26 of 2025, an aunt records her niece eating breakfast on the kitchen table. It's a seemingly innocent video that was taken 2 years ago,
Was she
but
eating
even to this
pancake?
day, this footage continues to replay in the aunt's mind, as what was captured here is pretty creepy. Watch closely.
The shadow. Huh.
Like something out of a horror movie, a dark silhouette passes by in the background. It moves slowly, which somehow makes it creepier. But the creepiest part about this, and probably the strangest, is that the light bulb appears to go out when it passes by. It's as though its presence is extremely draining. But that's not all, because apparently, if you look closely at the fridge, you'll notice a reflection. But there's something about it that seems very off. As many have noted, it looks as if the reflection doesn't match the child's. It's almost like it's looking back at her. Now, of course, it isn't clear
yeah.
enough to be sure if that's so.
Wait, look at that, bro. That looks like, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit.
Now, of course, it isn't clear enough to be sure if that's so.
Look at this. So the reflection of the baby is reflecting right here, right? I just spit. What the hell is wrong with me? But it looks like it's looking. Look, those are the eyes right here. Those are the eyeballs. How is this baby looking at us from the reflection, but the baby's looking at us right here? Yo, I think there might have been like a ghost or something in their house that's like looking at them because
doesn't match
this
the
just
child's.
doesn't make sense, bro.
It's almost
Look, somebody's
like
looking
it's
at them
back
in the
at her.
reflection. And it's creepier because this baby is eating pancakes. It's got a sippy cup. Like, this baby's just so cute. And there's a freaking ghost creeping. Why do ghosts do this to kids, bro? This is insane.